Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am very excited to be sitting down and filming this for you. So I woke up bright and early at like 10 a.m. to go to Ulta right at opening time so I can go ahead and pick up the Winx collection from Colourpop. I used to be an avid Winx Club viewer as a child, and I just wanted to buy this to reminisce about my childhood. I used to love the one wearing pink with the green wings. I loved her. She was fantastic. I also loved the redhead because she was the main character, and the blonde. I don't know why, but those are the ones that I really liked. But I really thought they were all really cool. So I picked up the Just Like Magix pressed powder palette, and I also picked up the ultra glossy lip in the shade Bloom because I was there and I wanted to pick the purple one, but I didn't really like the purple tone that it was, and I know they're all pretty much gonna look similar-ish, so I figured I'd only pick up one. But they did have all the shades. They had the full collection at Ulta. This palette features a lot of pressed glitters, like I think 1, 2, 3 pressed glitters, and then they have 1 super shock and 3 shimmers. There's 4 shimmers because this shade is kind of a dull shimmer right there. You can kind of see. There's also 1 shade that features it's a matte shade with glitter in it, but the glitter I feel like in this shade is just to help it blend. Also Solaria, the yellow, has glitter as well. So this is probably going to be really fun to play with. I'm really excited. My boyfriend saw it, he was just like, I don't know why, but I really like it. I think it's so cute, and you have all the characters over here. Now I'm gonna be real honest with you guys, I forgot every one of their names. Every single one. But granted, when this show came out, I was literally 4 years old, but I remember watching it on TV all the time. Of course, we are gonna do a close-up. We're gonna do swatches. This is a beautiful pastel palette. I love pastels. I think they are so pretty. This palette also features a duochrome. The duochrome is called Rising Tide. I'm really excited to play with it. So if you want to see me play with this palette, give you my thoughts, then just keep on watching. Alrighty, I have my eyes primed. I used the P. Louise base in Rumor 2. I heard that colored bases are probably good to use with this. I don't have any, and I'm sure the majority of you don't either, so I'm going to use this base and we'll see how these colors work with that, but I think we should be fine. Colourpop is a very good formula, so I'm quite excited. I'm going to go into the shade Lynphia right here, picking up very nicely on the brush, and I'm going to press out any creases. And I'm going to tap that right in the inner portion of my eye right here. That is showing up very nicely actually. I really like it. It's showing up. The next shade that I'm going to take is going to be this bright yellow called Solaria. And I'm popping that right next to that pink shade. The next matte that I'm going to take is going to be this green called Zenith. I'm popping that right next to that yellow shade. They look pretty similar on the eye though. Can you even see it? I don't think you can. And then the last shade I'm going to pack on is going to be this shade called Andros. Pop that like on the outer corner here. This looks very pretty. I really like the way these tones look together. It looks like ice cream. It really does. It looks like ice cream, and I kind of really like that. Is that wrong? I'm gonna go back into that bright green called Zenith and just kind of blend it with that like Andros shade. Blend it like into it. I feel like it's missing some of that. And I'm gonna take a small blending brush. This one is from Alamar. It's just really small. And I'm gonna see if I can lightly blend each of these shades out with this brush, just so it has more of a blend going on. I feel like it doesn't really need this, but I feel like it'll like perfect it even more. And now we're gonna take my favorite, the NYX glitter primer. Especially when working with these glitters, there's a lot of glitters in here that I feel like we need a good glitter like base. So I'm just gonna take this brush. It's from Morphe. It's the M166, but I'm currently mad at Morphe. I'm never gonna purchase anything from Morphe ever again. Wow. I don't know if you heard, but they like let off their employees like from all of their like physical stores without warning, without anything. They just, your last day, pack your things and go type of thing. It was so sad to hear. I was like, wow, that is messed up. How could they do that? First of all, I don't know. Legally, they shouldn't be able to do that, but there's no law or anything like towards that. Like, they can just do that. It's so messed up. And I feel so awful for all the employees that work there. Okay, well, I have to think about this very carefully. Definitely want to use the duochrome like on the end, and then I want to use that green glitter in the center, and maybe that pink domino shade like in the inner corner. But it's going to be a little harder because we're working with a lot of glitters in here. So I'm going to take this shade called Domino, and I'm gonna see how this lays down. That is actually really pretty. I'm gonna take like a little bit more just to tap it over. Look at that, that's really nice. I really like the way that laid down. I had no issues. Usually pressed glitters from Colourpop are a freaking disaster. This one was actually quite easy to work with, I will say. Now I know I don't have any orange on my lids, but I kind of do want to take this orange shade. It's called Sunbolt. Can't speak. I'm just gonna have like a little bit of this because I don't want the green to just cover up the yellow, and the pink and the yellow are kind of making orange anyway, so I figured this would look really nice on the look. So we're just lightly placing that down, kind of mixing with the yellow, and it's looking a little more yellow than orange, which is exactly what I wanted. It's like a golden orange color. That is beautiful. That is so pretty. These shades are working like a dream together. I'm not having any issues or anything, and my look looks intensely beautiful. It looks like an ice cream, like a pastel sorbet ice cream. Who's complaining? Okay, so the next glitter I think I want to use is going to be this top one right here. It's called Nature Symphony. So I'm just gonna take that on the same brush I was using. Obviously I took off the product, and this is going right next to that orange. I'm just patting it in. These glitters are very nice actually. I don't feel like they are too chunky. They're blending out really nice with the matte, and they're easy to work with. It's like a finer milled glitter than I'm used to from Colourpop, which is nice. They're doing a really nice job with their glitters. Obviously, you're not supposed to put this in your eye area, but because I used that glitter glue, I think it's working much nicer than it would if I were just putting it on my bare lid. It looks really cool. I look like a fairy. I feel like that's what they were going for, you know? Something tells me. And the last shimmer I'm going to take will be the duochrome shade. This one's called Rising Tide. Let's just take that on the brush, and we'll pop that on the end here right next to that glitter. Kind of blend that in to the glitter. So let's get a close-up of this. I look, oh my goodness, look at that duochrome on that blue shade. I really like this. This looks really fun and really cool. The glitters actually performed very nicely. I'm very quickly just going to take that same little blending brush and just see how these blend together with those mattes that I used. Perfect. It looks like an ice cream. It looks like a fairy. It looks magical, really. The last step I want to do is take an inner corner highlight, of course, and there's a perfect shade for it in here. It's called Pure Magic. This is the Super Shock in the palette. I'm just taking it on an LBE 7. And I'm just gonna pop this right on the inner corner. Wow, that is a beautiful, beautiful Super Shock. It's like a duochrome. It's like a white base, but it has a blue purpley shift to it. And we'll pop that on the brow bone as well. Look at that. Wow. Okay, I have thoughts. This is beautiful. I kind of feel like some of these shades are reminiscent to the Sailor Moon and Colourpop collection, and I will compare the two at the end of this video. But like, look at how pretty this looks. It looks so cohesive as well, even though I used orange instead of yellow. I don't feel like I have like a muddy rainbowy mess on my eyes. It looks cohesive. That Super Shock is probably one of my favorite shades in the entire palette. I love this glitter formula. I don't feel like it's uncomfortable on my eye at all. I feel like it's much nicer than their old formula, and I just really like this look. I think it's so colorful without being too much. I would still go out like this, and I tried to use as many shades as I could, and I really enjoy it. I'm gonna keep the lower lash line bare just because I feel like that would be too much, but I'm going to go ahead and do this on the other eye and we can complete my makeup, and I will get back to you with my final thoughts and the comparison with the Sailor Moon palette in the end of this video. I thought I was filming. I tried on the gloss. This is what it looks like. A tiny little doe foot on here. It's very nice, although it is a little sticky. Not when I smack my lips together, but it is a pretty thick gloss. I can feel it on my lips. I decided to only pick up one shade because I feel like all the shades were pretty similar in tone, so I figured I would pick the one that I like the most. And I picked up the Bloom shade because the main character is on the front of this one and I really like the packaging. This is how the gloss looks. It has like pink sparkles. It looks really pretty, but it is a thicker gloss formula that I'm used to. I'm not a very big glossy girl, but I know a lot of people are, so I wanted to pick it up and try it. I will say the gloss definitely doesn't taste good. Like, I got a little in my mouth and it doesn't taste good, but it is very pretty and I definitely will use it again. I feel like if you're into gloss, this is definitely a formula that you might enjoy. I like how glossy my lips look, and they were looking very dry beforehand, so I think it's nice. And also the final eye look, I've just put some white eyeliner and some lashes on. I'm wearing Kiss Pompadour lashes. For lips today, I have on my LA Girl Keep It Spicy lip liner all around, and I topped it with the new e.l.f. O Face satin lipstick in Dirty Talk. Very pretty. And this is the final look. So what did I think about the Winx Just Like Magix palettes? I love these colors. I wanted to compare it to the Sailor Moon, and upon opening the Sailor Moon, they're nothing alike. I mean, they kind of have like a similar vibe. I love that you get no neutrals in this palette. It is just a palette of color, and I love that about it. I think it's so nice. You get no purples in here, which kind of a bummer, but I feel like it would have been too similar to the Sailor Moon if they did do that. As you can tell by my Sailor Moon, I loved this collection, so I feel like I'm gonna really love this one even more. The colors on my eyes are stunning. I do wish that they put more shimmers in here instead of glitters. Although this glitter formula is a little thinner than their old glitter formula, I still feel like it's a little bit of a danger to be putting glitter near your eyes, but it is very pretty and I will give them that. The palette cost $24, but with my code, with my discount code, I ended up paying $22.87 for it. This is just beautiful. I really enjoyed these tones and these colors. I love the way my eye look came out today. I think Colourpop really did a good job on this one. I couldn't pass it up. I love pastels, and this is my childhood right here. I used to watch the show all the time growing up. The gloss was $10, but with my code, my discount code, it retailed for $9.53. Very cute, very simple. I don't think the gloss was worth the $10 price tag, but it is very pretty, and I am glad that I picked it up to try it out. And yeah, I love it. I'm so happy with it. If you want to see me do more looks with this palette, please let me know and I can instantly do that for you. I wouldn't mind at all. These colors are so pretty. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. At the time I'm filming this, we are almost at 1K and it would mean so much to me. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Today's video and pink. And they had the full collection at Colourpop. This is the shoes. Hold up, my lashes hate me right now. It wouldn't be a me video without my lashes popping off. Like, it really wouldn't. Oh god. I have a mess here. The palette, how much did the palette cost?